Your Toyota hybrid is running fine right now. No warning lights, no strange sounds, nothing that feels wrong. And that is exactly why this video matters. Because every single mistake I am going to show you today happens to owners whose cars feel completely normal right up until they are not. These are not things you would notice. They do not announce themselves. They just quietly damage your drivetrain, drain your battery, or empty your wallet. One oil change or one button press at a time. I am going to go through all 7. At least 2 of them are probably happening in your car right now. 7 mistakes Toyota hybrid owners make that cost them thousands. Before we get into it, everything in this video has been verified against Toyota's official maintenance schedules, technical service bulletins, and factory engineering documentation. I am not guessing. I am not inflating repair costs. Every number you hear in this video is real, sourced, and accurate. Let's go. Mistake 1. The first mistake is one of the most common, and it comes from a completely logical place. Ask most Toyota hybrid owners why they press the EV button, and they will give you the same answer: to save fuel. Electric motor runs, engine stays off, less gas. Makes total sense. Except that is not how the Toyota hybrid system actually works. When you force the system into EV mode, you are pulling high voltage battery charge down faster than the hybrid system was designed to allow. The battery depletes, and when the charge drops below the threshold the system needs, whether you exit EV mode or the car forces itself back, the combustion engine now has to run at higher load to recharge the battery back to its optimal state. You have created a debt that the engine has to pay back. You did not save fuel. You shifted when the fuel gets burned. Toyota's engineers spent over 2 decades tuning the hybrid synergy drive to make its own decisions about when to use the electric motor, when to run the engine, and when to recharge the battery. The system does this more efficiently than any manual override you can apply in any driving situation. What EV mode is actually for: low-speed, short-distance situations, parking lots, underground garages, pulling slowly through a drive-thru, situations where you want 0 emissions in an enclosed space or 0 engine noise in a quiet neighborhood. It was never designed for open-road fuel economy. The feature that actually saves fuel is Eco Mode. Eco Mode softens throttle response and reduces the energy demand from climate control. That is what consistently improves your real-world miles per gallon, not the EV button. Use Eco Mode for fuel economy. EV mode equals enclosed spaces only. Mistake 2. When Toyota hybrid owners think about their battery, they think about the big one, the high voltage pack in the back of the vehicle. That is the one that powers the electric motors. That is the one that costs $8,000 to replace. But your Toyota hybrid has a second battery that most owners almost never think about: the 12-volt auxiliary battery. It is the same size as a battery in a conventional car. It costs a fraction of what the high-voltage battery costs. And when it fails, the symptoms are terrifying. Here is what happens. The 12-volt battery powers the ECU, all vehicle electronics, the sensors, the door locks, windows, and critically, the startup sequence that initializes the hybrid system. When you press the power button, the 12-volt battery is what wakes the entire car up and tells the high-voltage system to engage. When the 12-volt battery weakens, and they typically begin degrading between 3 and 5 years on Toyota hybrids, the hybrid system starts throwing warning codes. Check hybrid system. Hybrid system malfunction. Lights that look exactly like the high-voltage battery is failing. Lights that look exactly like a $5,000 or $8,000 repair. And this is where the expensive mistake happens. Owners take the car to a dealer. They see those warning lights. They assume the worst. Components get tested. Diagnoses get generated. And often the actual cause, a degraded 12-volt auxiliary battery, gets overlooked until hundreds or thousands of dollars have already been spent on parts and labor that were never actually needed. The fix, in most cases, a 12-volt battery replacement at $150 to $500. That is it. Before any hybrid warning light leads to a diagnosis, before you authorize any repair, have the 12-volt auxiliary battery tested first. Any auto parts store will test it for free in 5 minutes. If the 12-volt is weak or dead, replace it. See if the warning light's clear. In most cases, they will. Check the 12-volt battery first. $150 to $500 fix. Not a $5,000 hybrid system failure. Mistake 3. This habit is decades old. Start the car, let it run for a few minutes before you drive, especially in cold weather. For conventional gasoline engines in older vehicles, That advice had some mechanical basis. For your Toyota hybrid, Toyota's own engineers say it is counterproductive. Here is why. The Atkinson cycle engine in your Toyota hybrid is specifically designed to operate efficiently from a cold start. And more importantly, the electric motor handles the initial low-speed driving that would stress a cold conventional engine. During the first few minutes of a trip, the hybrid system manages the workload automatically, prioritizing electric motor use, bringing the engine up to temperature under light load while the car is already moving. There is no mechanical need for a warm-up idle. The system handles it better in motion than sitting in your driveway. What idling actually does to a gasoline engine? It allows unburned fuel to wash down the cylinder walls. When the engine is under real load, oil pressure is high, and the oil film on the cylinder walls is maintained. During idle, especially when cold and fuel-rich, that oil protection is reduced. Over years of unnecessary warm-up idling, cylinder wear accumulates quietly. The correct approach: start the car, drive immediately. Keep your acceleration gentle for the first 2 to 3 minutes. That is the full warm-up protocol your Toyota hybrid needs. No warm-up idle needed. Drive gently for 2 to 3 minutes. The hybrid system handles the rest. Mistake 4. Every Toyota hybrid owner knows their car has engine coolant, the green or pink fluid that keeps the engine from overheating. You check it at service. You know what it is. What most owners do not know, what most dealerships do not proactively mention, is that every Toyota hybrid has a completely separate, independent cooling system for the inverter and hybrid electronics. A different reservoir, a different pump, a different fluid, and a completely different service interval. The inverter in your Toyota hybrid converts the DC power from the high-voltage battery into AC power for the electric motor generators. It handles massive amounts of electrical energy every time you accelerate, brake, or sustain highway speed. It generates significant heat doing it, and Toyota engineers built a dedicated cooling circuit, running its own pink-colored super long-life coolant, specifically to keep the inverter and motor generators within their operating temperature range. That fluid degrades over time. Coolant breaks down under heat. Its corrosion inhibitors deplete. And Toyota's official maintenance schedule is specific. The first inverter coolant replacement is at 150,000 miles, or 180 months. That is 15 years. After that, it should be replaced every 50,000 miles. Most owners who hit that mileage have never heard of this service. It is not mentioned at standard service intervals. It is not the same as the engine coolant reminder, and dealers rarely bring it up proactively because it is a low-margin, infrequent service that is easy to skip. When the inverter cooling system fails, or when degraded coolant allows the inverter to run too hot over many cycles, the result is a complete hybrid system shutdown. Inverter repair or replacement on a Toyota hybrid costs $2,000 to $6,000 or more, depending on the model and whether the damage extended to the motor generators. The coolant service itself costs a fraction of that. The next time you go in for any service, say these words specifically. Has the inverter coolant been inspected? Not the engine coolant, the inverter coolant. If they do not know what you are talking about, that is your answer. Inverter coolant, 150,000 miles. Different fluid, different system. Inverter failure, $2,000 to $6,000. Mistake 5. Open the owner's manual for most Toyota hybrid models and look up the eCVT transaxle service interval. You will find a note that says something close to no maintenance required under normal driving conditions. Some manuals use the words lifetime fluid, and because it says that in the official document, the book Toyota itself published, most owners never change it. Some Toyota hybrids on the road right now have 150,000, 180,000, even 200,000 miles on the original transaxle fluid, because the manual said lifetime. So they listened. Here is what the manual does not explain about what that fluid is actually doing. The Toyota Hybrid eCVT is not a traditional transmission. It is a planetary gear set housing 2 motor generators and a series of precision gears and bearings, all operating inside a fluid bath. That fluid does 2 jobs simultaneously. It lubricates every moving surface, and it carries away the microscopic metal wear particles that accumulate from normal operation. Under heat, and transaxle fluid runs hot, especially during aggressive driving or towing, the fluid's molecular structure breaks down over time. The lubrication properties degrade, and the concentration of metal particles in the fluid rises steadily as normal wear occurs. You cannot see this happening. You cannot feel it. The car drives perfectly right up until a precision component inside the transaxle fails. The comparison that answers this question definitively: Toyota hybrid taxis. Fleet operators who change the eCVT fluid on a regular schedule, every 60,000 to 100,000 miles, report routinely reaching 300,000 to 500,000 miles with no transaxle failure. The taxis running on original lifetime fluid do not have the same track record. Transaxle damage on a Toyota hybrid does not come with much warning. By the time you feel something wrong, the repair is already in the $3,000 to $8,000 range. A transaxle drain and fill at an independent shop costs $100 to $200. Toyota says, lifetime. Experts, change at 60,000 to 100,000 miles. Transaxle failure, $3,000 to $8,000. Mistake 6. Behind the rear seat of your Toyota hybrid, in most models it is on the right side, behind a small panel or under a cover near the rear passenger footwell, there is a fan and a filter that most owners have never seen and never thought about. This is the high-voltage battery cooling fan. It pulls air from inside your cabin, runs it through a filter, and circulates it across the hybrid battery pack to keep the battery temperature in range. It runs whenever the battery temperature rises above a threshold, which, depending on where you live and how you drive, may be often. Toyota issued Technical Service Bulletin TSB 006220 specifically addressing this system. The TSB recommends cleaning the fan filter every 20,000 miles. The filter catches everything that circulates in your cabin air: dust, pet hair, fabric fibers, pollen, debris. Over time, and in many driving environments faster than owners expect, the filter becomes clogged. Airflow to the battery pack drops. The battery runs hotter than it is designed to run during normal operation. Here is what sustained elevated battery temperature does. It accelerates the chemical degradation inside each battery cell. You will not get a warning light for this. The car drives normally. The battery just ages faster than it should, silently, invisibly, over thousands of miles. High-voltage battery replacement on a Toyota hybrid costs $3,000 to $8,000. Cleaning the filter takes 5 minutes with a vacuum. Go look for that filter right now if you own a Prius, RAV4 hybrid, Camry hybrid, or Highlander hybrid. If you have never cleaned it and you have more than 20,000 miles, it is overdue. Toyota dealers should be checking this at every service. Many do not unless you specifically ask. HV battery cooling fan filter. Clean every 20,000 miles. Toyota TSB T-SB-0062-20. Neglected equals early battery death. HV battery, $3,000 to $8,000. Mistake 7. After every oil change, your Toyota dealer puts a small sticker on your windshield. It shows the date and mileage for your next service, and in most cases, it says 3,000 miles, maybe 5,000. It is printed. It has your car's mileage on it. It looks official. It is not Toyota's recommendation. The sticker is generated by the dealer's service management software. That software runs a default schedule, built around conventional gasoline cars, and applies it to every vehicle that comes through the bay. Your Toyota hybrid receives the same sticker as the pickup truck in the next bay, running conventional oil on a 3,000-mile cycle. Toyota's actual maintenance specification for every current hybrid model using 0W20 full synthetic oil is 10,000 miles or 12 months, whichever comes first. It is in your owner's manual. It applies to the RAV4 hybrid, Camry hybrid, Prius, Highlander hybrid, and every other current Toyota hybrid. Why such a long interval? Because the Toyota hybrid engine operates differently from a conventional engine in every way that matters for oil life. It runs at lower RPM because the electric motor handles acceleration load. It shuts off completely at red lights and during low-speed EV operation. It never idles unnecessarily. The oil experiences significantly less heat, friction, and combustion byproduct contamination than it would in a car where the engine runs continuously. Full synthetic 0W20 under those conditions lasts 10,000 miles. Toyota says so. The sticker disagrees. The sticker is wrong. If you drive 15,000 miles per year and change your oil every 5,000 miles, You are paying for 3 oil changes a year at $80 to $100 each. Toyota says you need 2. That extra service costs you $80 to $100 every single year, for no engineering reason, because a printed sticker told you to. Over 10 years, $800 to $1,000 paid to the dealership that your engine never needed. Toyota spec, 10,000 miles/12 months, full synthetic 0W20 only. The sticker is not Toyota's recommendation. 7 mistakes. Every one of them made by Toyota hybrid owners who had no idea anything was wrong, because the car kept running, kept driving, kept returning 40 miles per gallon. The pattern across all 7 is the same thing: default trust. Trusting the dealer's sticker over Toyota's manual. Trusting the lifetime label without asking what lifetime actually means. Trusting that if something were important, someone would have told you. The button that says EV must save electricity. 2 cooling systems. Nobody mentioned a second one. Your Toyota hybrid is engineered to run for 300,000 miles and beyond. But that engineering assumes you know what the car actually needs, not what the defaults assumed you would do. If something in this list applies to your car right now, drop it in the comments. Which number was it? And how many miles are you running? I read every single one. If this video saved you a repair bill, share it with someone who owns a Toyota hybrid. They almost certainly do not know about number 6. Share this with every Toyota hybrid owner you know. Subscribe for more verified Toyota content.